Hi guys, today we are in a house of a local artist that he does
Paubha. It's a newer yard.
Paubha, yeah.
Paubha.
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 Yeah.
Paubha.
Feelings. Pau, letter, Bha, feelings.
So it's similar to Tanka, but Tanka is coming from Tibet and Paubha is coming from Nepal. As you can see, he lives here, but at the same time he has his own artist studio. And he was so nice and gentle and kind to invite us to show us his work. So this is an example of Paubha.
Traditional Paubha painting is like very flat, like just with the linings.
Linings, good linings.
Like the modern artists, they are like combining the realistic form of art in the traditional. So it's like now you can see like it's not only like flat lining. You can also see the shadings behind the leaves and behind the those kind of stuff.
So the original one is just flat line.
Flat line, like not like realistic.
Okay.
Teacher.
Oh, this is your teacher.
Yeah.
So in this room, like there are two different forms of art. One is this called he was saying it's called imbors or relief, like the art that popped up, like this Buddha. This is like he used a mixture of various proper base for like the canvas, but and this is also like the finished piece of like which is using the same materials like he does like this. So here he also used the actual coin, like you can see the
real coin.
The real coin and the old coins of Nepal, and he put the jewelry like gems over here. Yeah, it's even in his eye, in her eyes, like you can see that like gems, like a diamond. So like this is a popped up art, and up there like he used a golden color and many other. Yeah, this is called Sweet Bhairav, one of the very popular deity in Nepal Hindu culture. This is a peaceful form of God. So wherever it's a peaceful form, like there is a water, streams, like you can see the forms of mountains and streams coming from the grass, flowers. Yeah, to show the Nepali character, right? And if it is angry looking god, like a very aggressive face and three eyes, like big eyes, and fire on the back, like hairs like be going upward, Sweet Bhairav. So it's one of the incarnation of Shiva.
So these are the color that he used. Some of them, they are natural color. They're coming crushed from the stone.
Yeah. Okay. And these are the stone colors that he actually used for the Paubha painting.
Okay.
Right. So it's a very expensive color in terms of price also. Like poster colors, you get it with 100 rupees or depending upon normal market price. So for 1 kg, it costs like 5,000 rupees. So this is one of the most expensive stone color he has. So it's 10,000 kg. So for 1 kg, 10,000 Nepali rupees, which is something like $100 US. So the Paubha painters, they use the stone color, protects the painting from getting eaten by the insects, or it's like a slope. He's saying it's like a slope vision, which like it makes it more durable.
It's expensive, but it's worth it because it's gonna do
from century.
The duration is gonna be longer.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Opiment. Okay, for yellow.
Cinnabar red.
Oh, cinnabar.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow. So you crush it by yourself?
Yeah. Indigo, blue.
Indigo.
Yeah.
So the indigo, the blue,
Yeah.
is coming from the leaves.
This.
Okay.
So this is the paper that he used for the painting, right? So this is the normal cotton cloth. Normal cotton cloth, and he ties up in a frame to make it tight. Like he stretch the
fiber. Yes.
And he puts different other things like
Whiting
powder, like a soil, like mud, white soil.
Okay.
And makes it the final piece is something like this.
Okay,
so it's in this piece of cloth, like this cotton cloth. He before adding this thing, like this is a kind of a he's saying it's a kind of a skin or something like that. And before he put this, he put something like white powder and many things. And when he add this thing, like it acts like a glue, like the soil, the character of the soil, it comes off.
Okay.
And this acts as a glue, which makes it stick forever. And and the final. And
It's very solid.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
this
very
one
solid,
is very
and he
solid.
has-
The cloth is
cloth
get
is-
the consistency of this paper.
Yeah, yeah. So he makes his paper ready like this, and after like makes his canvas ready, he cuts the paper according to the size he needs.
He needs, yes.
And it's ready to do the painting, right?
Okay.
It's the first phase to do the Paubha painting.
Okay. So those are the tools that he used to carve for carving.
Yeah.
First, you do the draft.
Yeah,
Okay. With the powder,
Yeah.
and after you finish with the tool.
After all the structure is done, like
Okay.
he put the details with the carving, with the all using all the tools.
The tools. Okay.
And if there is any kind of jewelries or any extra details, he has to use the carving. And after it is done, after it is finished, he's going to show you how he has some details like.
Oh, okay. So you draw on top of the powder with the pencil.
Yeah,
First.
yeah.
Okay. So first he draw with the pencil.
And after then,
After he goes with the tool
Yeah.
in there, and he do all the details. Oh, it's a long process.
it's very long.
Very long process, and you need to be very patient too.
Yeah.
So if something crack,
Yeah.
okay, during the process you can add the powder
Yeah, again.
and fix it,
Yeah.
and smooth the part, and you start again.
Yes.
Oh wow!
So what he's going to teach you guys is like to make this flower with the basic shapes, and then after like at the end, and he
Listen.
will teach you do some colorings. So yeah.
This flower symbol of Buddhism, yeah, and it represented absolute purity.
When parents draw this thing, look at mine.
So this is just an example.
Look at mine.
So this is the basic shape of the flower that you guys are going to draw. So what he's going to do is like he will put like a plain, like not with the shades, like a basic colors. One will be the red, like
yellow, and blue.
red, yellow, and blue, and
green.
this is the green, like this is the steam part. Yeah, and this is he's saying it's a mix, and below is like water waves. So
So
before-
you color it, and after you do the detail.
the details. Like the most important is like in Paubha painting, like Nepali
Yeah.
painting, the
Yeah.
lining is very important.
Uh-huh.
After you do the flat color, like then at the end the fine lines will be the important part to finish the painting.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So the color is not at the end; it just actually during the lining.
The things that it makes it pop up, like
Yeah.
it's the shading, like
Yeah.
it's the shading that it makes the thing.
But he does it with the color? Oh,
yeah.
you just make it like darker, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. If there is like a big mistake, like you, like Luca, like he's doing color after color.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
it's
It's okay.
But like the color, it becomes thicker. Like
Yeah.
if you add on top.
So
one
it's
by one.
become very thick.
Yeah,
Okay.
very thick. And
Okay.
well, like if you want to remove the particular part of the painting, like you make it wet and
Yeah.
you remove the whole color itself, not the.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
take all the color out.
Cause scratching with.
So he has to make it soft again
Yeah.
and take it out.
But
Uh-huh.
like
Just
small,
one piece,
small
yeah.
pieces of
Okay.
small parts. Not if you make it like whole thing, like it will be very difficult and also not paints.
Look, Daddy.
Luca,
Okay.
spread it out. Spread it out.
It's too much color.
Okay, let's
Okay, this color, new color, yeah.
Let's change color. This color is okay. Let's spread this out. You can spread it out.
Mommy, I wanna make a rock monster. Bronze monsters are my favorite.
Well, that looks like a pretty cool monster to me.
But it's not.
See, it has a wing, and it has a big nose, and then it has a body. I can see it, Luca.
Thôi anh là dân cái polka just tan bima là tan bia dân một color su ime cái chu liao là với dân live.
Oh my god. I want to do that.
Okay, in this side and canvas would have
Oh,
this
okay,
colors will
let
work
me
out.
do it. Okay, now I need to wash this.
Yeah.
Okay, wash.
Oh my god! Do you see that? It turned to yellow. Okay, now I need green.
Green.
Yeah, green. Oh,
So first it does the basic
basic
lining,
shape.
even for the new painting.
Yeah.
And after it does the basic color, like you're doing now, and the last one does the shade.
Then again, he have to do the lining. And
So it's the same process for a small one or a big one?
yeah,
It's the
yeah,
same?
yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's a 4-step process. Like you draw the shape,
Okay.
you draw the sketch, and then you do the flat color, like not with the shades, just the flat, like with one basic color.
Okay.
And then after once it dries, like you have to make another layer of sketch with the color.
Okay.
So it's lining.
Yes.
So the last step is like to do the shading.
Okay.
So for cold color you use like a dark blue for lining, and for warm color like you have another few colors. Like there are not so many. You cannot do lining with all the colors that you have, but only like some specific colors like dark blue. And
You try?
so you have to think like you are writing on a copy than like painting. So lining is very important. So maybe you can, if you need more color, you can add. Like, but you have to make it in a one stroke.
I need
One
to
stroke.
Yeah,
Smoothly. Yeah.
smooth.
That's it. You do it.
Okay. Nice. First try is
Like is like you have to do the very fine line for the water waves, and then like then you can make the shades for the water waves with another different similar color.
indigo blue.
Something like indigo blue, because he painted it dark
Right.
the other side, so he is mixing white to make it lighter.
Yeah.
And if you use white, it acts like a reflection of the water, and also like it blends to the background. So you can see like it looks white for some time, then after just a while like it will blend to the background.
Here you go. Now mommy is painting. It's mommy's time.
So I do the white? No, wait. Red.
One red and
Like
one
this
white.
area.
Ah, I see. And
It's sun and moon. Okay, this one.
stop! Oh my gosh! You're terrible. There. You made me mess up, see? But the sun is not yellow. That's interesting.
फायर यो हिसाबमा होला रेड टाइपको डिजाइन थियो फायर चिन्ह के हो
So why is the sun not yellow? It's just interesting that.
Fire. Red.
Oh, so they do it
Represent the fire.
red. Okay.
Yeah,
And the
Okay.
white
Purity.
is the opposite. It's cold.
Yeah, but it's also pure.
Because the fire is not pure, right? It's yin and yang. Every culture has the same thing. Mommy. Male, female.
Yeah. So it also has a religious meaning why sun and moon are there, because like in Nepali culture, like whenever you wake up, you go for like you walk around like to the temples, and on your terrace, like you have a sun god, like which you worship every morning, and every month like there is a like full moon day, like you have some kind
Purnima.
of Purnima, full moon Purnima day, and you have some kind of celebration or festival or something special on the full moon day. So it's also like so whenever you do like traditional paintings of
You always represent it.
gods and goddess, like it also symbolizes as a symbol of like good luck. You just need to put a borderline.
She must try to do border.
No. You do it. No, she do it. Okay.
No.
Okay, you do. You want me to do it?
And one just
Okay.
one line,
Okay.
He wants to torture you a little bit.
Okay. Let's do it.
Also even proved like those people who those artists who make the lines, like the line works in their arts and paintings, who make it more fine, like even in the small details or even with the borders, each and every details, it's more worth it. Like it shows the passions of the artist, and like
It's like he's taking care of the painting.
yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Not exact time, but how much we details give the work.
How much details you want to put it on? But normally, how long? Like a week, 2 weeks, a month?
I think this type 1 month.
1 month.
35 something.
Depending size, not depend on size.
Size and details.
Depends how big you want to make it and how many details you want to put on it. Okay.
He used to go at his uncle's place to work this. He want to learn and work at the same time. So from there he
I tried and
he learned how to do this stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, he was.
2008 I started it.
2008 you started.
Yeah.
After finishing his 10th grade from his school, after finishing his school,
He's 17, 18 years old. I just bought full time now.
So he was interested in art since childhood.
So it was
Childhood, and then after finishing his school, like 10th grade, he went to his uncle to work, and for 3 to 4 years he worked there, and after like he again like start doing the painting. So this is like kind of sculpture plus painting, but also like there is another form of Newari art which is called Paubha. He also joined with those two. So he also started that afterwards. After he learned this.
Okay.
From defense, and we tried.
Yeah, they are taking reference from the senior artist who has done already similar arts. Like you can see like those 11-headed gods and other like green Tara. Like they are already there. Like they are just taking the reference.
So you just copy right now what they did at that time.
Many other elements like fire, like a grass, like many other details. Like the figure, the form of the gods and goddess will be almost the same. Not like most of the figures will be like similar to one another.
So the details are different. The main figure is like he paint himself, right? He paint the same person, but the details are different around.
He has to add some of the important things, like if the god carries a sword, like he has to put a sword, but he cannot put an axe. So the main important characters he put by himself, but other details like fires, like he does it on creativity
based on what you feel. So they were the meditation, and they were wearing the vision, and they will start painting. That's how they started.
In our tantric time.
I think it's also like they it's a long time before like they
Yeah.
used to
Yeah.
make like something that resembles to like the character of a person. Like a human cannot have like many arms,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a statue or anything. Like if you go to a temple, like you see a god with different arms.
Yes.
It means like the person has like qualities of all those like in one
Do
hand.
all these characteristics.
Yeah,
They can have all these.
yeah.
Okay.
So depending upon the artist and his and the ability to make like different kinds of drawings,
Mhm.
he imagines how things would be like if a person has those kind of character.
Correct. Yeah.
He copies. He makes it happen in the art.
In the art.
In art form. So it's
He
just
expresses.
like
Yeah.
express. It's a way of expressing something that he imagined. So it is something that is different. It comes in different in one person than to another person.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Like there are different gods. Like different god have different character.
Yeah.
So like if you are drawing the green god, like it has a something different character.
Yeah.
If you are painting with the
Yeah.
white, like it has
Yeah.
different feelings.
Yeah.
He paints such kind of gods.
Yeah.
Like he generally have that feeling. Like if you are drawing like a blue or like a fire on the background, it's angry. It has to be like the god has to look angry, not smiling. So it has to have the angry expression. So from inside, like he has a feeling like it needs to be something like that.
Okay. So you get the same feeling that when you draw for what you are drawing on it. So the same goddess, you get that feeling inside. So it start from the basic form,
yeah, basic form,
and from there it
Yeah.
evolved. Depends on how you feel.
and depending upon his feelings, he has like he adds the color, he adds the other details. If he has the mountains, if you make it more nice and looking good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So in Newari art, there are some details like in Newari we call it khambuta, like which means the flow of the grass, right? Flow of the grass, like like this kind of structure.
This kind of artist that it goes around, okay, is the main difference in between the Newari painting and the Tibetan.
Nowadays there are like mix of both, like Nepali artists also like they take the reference from the Tibetan art. So it's like you can differentiate by looking the shape, composition, and the elements around.
Okay.
Like what is the most element used for the one particular painting.
Okay.
But also like there is a mixture of other elements from the
other culture.
This character is only used in a Nepali art. So you can, if it is there, like it's a Newari. Newari, and also this character, like over here, it's also one of the finds like a difference between Newari and also the kind of flowers that the Nepali artists use, like this, and the flow of the grass. Yeah, and others are the mixer from, also they take a reference from other artists.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Very nice to meet you.